Got a little mail call today, and I thought I would share it with everybody. Uh, the cool thing about this particular find is the guy that I got these from worked for an ad agency that used to do Stomper advertising. So even though he didn't work directly for Stomper, he worked for an ad agency that worked for Stomper, I guess you could say. I may be butchering the story, but regardless, he had some Stompers from back in the day that he says were only used for advertising. He said when they came in an original case, just like this, and all of the Stompers that are in here have never been played with, and he said that they were only used for advertising. So I'm assuming these were in ads and things like that. Let me check the box here for extra junk. Get that out of the way. All right. So he had a little box here of spare parts and things like that. And these, he said, had been messed with a little bit. They were basically adult played with is the way he kind of explained it. But all of these in the case, he said, are brand new. Now, there's nothing super rare. These are pretty much commons, in my opinion. It seems like you don't really get into super rare stuff until you get into the Gen 2s. He said that Schaper had actually sent a few extra spare pieces, battery cover and things like that, and some other parts in case they ended up doing TV commercials and they needed parts or something like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going to set these aside, these used ones here. He also had some catalogs. He said that he worked for the advertising agency and done Stomper from 80, 81, and 82, I think is what he told me. So he had some cool original brochures with Stomper advertising in them. I think most of these other guys have shown these particular ads before on the group somewhere or another. Anyway, some pretty cool stuff. This says 82 on it. I've actually got a couple of these, so I'm probably going to end up selling my extra. That's what I usually do. He had a 1981 catalog, and this is all Schaper stuff. So everything that they made and released is in here. Of course, when you get toward the back, the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 pages or so are primarily the Stompers and stuff. Now, these seem to be the Stompers that are in here in the box. So that may be, I mean, it's possible these are the actual Stompers that are in the pictures. That's what's cool about it. So no way to really confirm all of this stuff, but everything seems to line up with what he told me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through and show some of these Stompers that's in here, because they do look like brand new. I see no wear on them at all, and they're in good shape. But anyway, so here's some close-ups. That's the Toyota. I ended up damaging it myself. Then we've got a Ford Bronco. These are all nicer than what I actually have on my shelves. And this Bronco is very hard to find because those tampos are so thin. If they get touched a couple times, it messes them up. Another thing that's unusual is the case has very little tire melt. So these were kept inside his house, temperature controlled, all these years. So we had kind of a theory that the tires were melting plastic when they get hot. If you find some Stompers in a case like this that's been in your attic for the last 40 years, chances are the tire melt's going to be completely through the plastic. It's going to completely be messed up. But if they've been kept in a temperature controlled area and it's been cool, then it doesn't seem like it activates that tire melt. Anyway, like I said, these are all basically NOS Stompers. He claims that they were never on cards. He said that when Schaper sent them out, he said they were sent loose in the box, just like, or in this case, just like you see here. So that's really the story behind them. And I thought it was a kind of a cool little piece. Here's another. He said they never removed the bodies or anything from the chassis. He said they pretty much just took photos of them and things for ads. So it would be kind of cool if you could confirm if that is the actual Stomper that's in the ad. That baby's nice. Like I said, these are all nicer than what I actually have on the shelves, I believe. That one there, you hardly ever see the line down the side. It's always messed up. And same thing with this one. Pretty nice shape. But he said other than some light handling, just pulling them out, looking at them and setting them down, he said other than that they were brand new. So, and it's got the factory tires in there and stuff. So pretty cool stuff. Hopefully it is what he told me they are. Seems like it. And the case appears to be in brand new unused condition also. So I think it's a cool little score. I'll just set that, better than that. I'll just set that like that. I guess we could take a look at some of this used stuff here. There's a couple pieces in here that I can't identify. There's some sort of a battery cover. I'll have to look through some of my other stuff and see if I can identify those. But anyway, there's a little battery cover. I'm not sure what that goes to. It doesn't look like Stomper. Pretty nice little motorcycle, Stomper or Schaper motorcycle. Now these, he said these were used and messed with, and they're still pretty nice, but he said that they weren't kid played, they were adult played. That's how he worded it. So pretty much looking at that, these were just kind of tinkered around with some adults, it looks like. I can't get that body to go on there for some reason. It's weird. What is hidden? Anyway, there we go. These little things like this that you find out here in the wild, or, you know, of course it is found online, I guess, but it wasn't on eBay or something like that. So you get a chance to hear the story and put a backstory to it. Sometimes it's just cool as the find. Obviously these Stompers that's in the case are stuff that, you know, you can find pretty regularly, but you can't find the story, and you can't find a lot of times mint condition unplayed with without it being on a card. So I thought it was a cool score. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I always like to share my unboxing videos when I get stuff in. It gives us a little bit of content on the group. Again, it's not really showing off or anything like that. It's just bringing the Stomper Museum out to people and sharing. And obviously, if someone wants to stop by here, if they're in the area, I always get the question, you know, where is this and can I come visit? And it's a by appointment thing. If someone messages me and says, hey, I'm going to be in the Southern Illinois area this week, is there a day that I could come by and meet or something like that? You're always welcome. The thing that people don't see on the back side of the camera right now is, you know, I've got some arcade machines over there, some bicycles over there. There's a Christmas tree sitting over there still. Bicycle parts. I mean, it's not all beauty in here. It's not some sort of museum that's all uptight and professional. It's just, this is a section that's sectioned off just for Stompers, and then I've got other stuff sitting around in here. But it's still cool to come visit and meet people and things like that. So just give me a holler if you're interested, and we'll try to link up sometime and see what we can do. But anyway, thank you for watching the video, and until the next one, Stomper on.
Whoa!